Thanks so much for having me here. I'm actually here to learn just as much as I am to say anything. We do real estate, and we kind of represent a lot of people who are either moving new to Windsor or are coming back after leaving for a long time, like I did myself. And a lot of different things are bringing people back to Windsor, and our job and what we want to do is keep people here. And in order to do that, Windsor can help us in a few ways. And there's certain things that are really, really important to, these highly skilled workers who really do want to change and help make Windsor a better place going forward, especially since the pandemic. And one thing that's really huge for us is the walkable neighborhoods, as we've been speaking about, green space, and really making our cities human-centric and accessible for everyone. A lot of people who come here are just amazed at how bad the public transit system really is, and how bad, like how little bike lanes there are. We have clients who really have to live in a part of the city where they can walk everywhere to restaurants and grocery stores and bike to work, and we have a hard time placing them. And that's something that we're really passionate about changing. So walkable neighborhoods, public transit, and then another one is arts and culture. And really in having the city invest in arts and culture, again, that are open and accessible to everyone. We love, and our clients love, that there's the symphony downtown, and our little art galleries, and that's really important for us. And another thing is opportunities to engage with policymakers. So we have a lot of younger people who are interested in coming back here after school in Toronto and developing and starting. Their young architects, and they just feel like their voices can't be heard. So for us, it's just really important to create these situations where they can, have a meeting with somebody in the planning department. And, before something is just designed and there are all these arbitrary rules, they can actually speak about what they need and what they feel their community would need in order to discuss that with the city before the rules are already written. And so for us, what's really important is that the city create a master plan, and not just a plan that's good for the next 5 or 10 years, but that the city creates a 50-year master plan where they listen to, everybody, even the quiet voices in the city. And that might take 5 years to collect all of those different, opinions and needs and put them all together, rather than doing the design first and then asking everybody to speak up later. So as a lot of people are moving to Windsor, or have been, because of the affordability in comparison to bigger cities like Toronto, but as our affordability decreases, which we're seeing in the market, Windsor really has to step up and offer a lot of extras to the people who are choosing Windsor versus, Toronto or BC or other cities. And for us, it's really important that, they're listening to, you can hear all my emails coming in. um, they're listening to, newcomers, people who've been here for ages, and just making it a more inclusive discussion. And we have lots of ideas, even like using vacant buildings. We can set up resources for people to walk by and have their voices heard and discuss how they interact with their city. And things like buying a home and where you buy your home and where we are placing certain people all needs to come together. And it's a huge piece that we feel that the city really hasn't been listening to. Sarah Sipkar was one of the ones who helped bring small scale development, as a big topic to Windsor, and the planning department was there, and it was really interesting to kind of sit down and feel like they were listening to people. But that's just really the beginning of how much the city has to help us to redesign everything. And COVID and the pandemic is, in our opinion, the perfect opportunity to do that.